Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Orlando Valido, Oli Valido, or Pimpoli, as they call me on YouTube, right here on YouTube. Tonight we're going to talk about a contribution artist, a movie star, a songwriter, and a rodeo guy. His name is, I'm going to put it right here for you guys, Red Allen, the voice of the West. Here comes the first picture of him and the second picture of him for Red Allen, the voice of the West. And tonight we're going to talk about him and read that autobiography for you guys. And I hope you understand me perfectly. I would love you can understand me. So I'm going to do it as best as I can for you to read his autobiography about you, by me. Okay? Red Allen. Red L.B. Allen Sr. He was born on December 31, 1920 to December 17, 1999. The same month that he was born, the same month he died on. Known as Arizona Cowboy, he was an American film and television actor, singer, and songwriter. He was also a narrator for many Disney and national Western productions. For the contribution of the film industry, Allen received a motion picture star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 1975, located at 6821 Hollywood Boulevard. For now on, I'm going to say voiceover instead of narrator, like they call it, but now we call it voiceover. He did a lot of them. Okay, let's read here. Early life. Allen was born in Horace E. Allen, H-O-R-A-C-E, E. Allen, and Lulia, that was spelled L-U-E-L-L-A, Faye, Black, in the ranch of the Mud Spring Canyon, 40 miles from Waco in Cochise County, C-O-C-H-I-S-E, County, Southern Arizona, United States. As a boy, he played a guitar, sang on a local function with his fiddle playing father until the high school graduation, when he toured the Southwest as a rodeo rider. Yeah, a rodeo rider. He got to start in the show business on the East Coast of the United States. Early career, here we go with that. Allen began to sing in Korea on the radio station KOY in Phoenix, Arizona, after which he became better known as a performer on the National Barn Dance, WRS, in Chicago, Illinois. When singing cowboy, such as Roger and Gene Autry were very much the voice of American film. In 1949, we fully pictured in Hollywood gave him a screen test and put him on the contract In beginning in 1950, Allen started as himself in 19 Hollywood Western movie. Oh yeah, 19 Hollywood Western movie. You believe that? I can't either. One of the top 10 box office draw to the day. Whose character was soon the speech at the comic book and Screen Allen profile as a clean cut, good feeling American hero. While was who was by Stallion had and loved his favorite horse, whose name was Coco. Yeah, his horse's name Coco. And he had a loyal buddy who shared his adventure with him. Having comic book release sidekick and his first few feature film with Barry Emerson, EBSEN, and the character actor Slim Pickens. Okay. Her personal life, here we go with that. In 1940, he married Doris Windsor, who was the whom he had one child, Rayshine, R-E-S, like an S-Y-I-N-E. Allen, his second marriage was to Bonnie Linder, married 1946 to 1973, which her home had 4 children, and his third final marriage was to Virginia Hudson on November 25th, 1992. The couple divorced in 1999. His 5 children, including Red Allen Jr., who became a singer like his father, and I hope he followed his father singing career. Another movie that he did. I hope he does. Later in career, Allen wrote and recorded many songs, a number of which were featured at his own film. In his own film, believe me or not, later in coming of the industry, her film career was relative choice as a popular serial western faded by 1950, but still a number of B-western during the 1950s as a cowboy star made transition to television. Allen tried to cast as a Dr. Bill Baxter, Baster, of a half an hour weekly syndicated series Frontier Doctor in 1961, and was a 5 rotating host for the NBC TV 5-star Jubilee. Allen has a rich, pleasant voice, indelibly suited for the voiceover, and was able to find considerable work as a voiceover in a variety of films, especially for the Walt Disney Picture Wildlife film and television show. The work earned him a name, the voice of the West. That's how he got it. He did voiceover for the legend of the Lobo and the incredible journey of the Yellowstone Cup. Around Applauser. Around Applauser was another film. Around and the Shadi and the Lamson and the Lamson Cougar. Also the voice for the father of Walt Disney Carousel Progress. You believe that the father of Walt Disney, he did the voiceover? That's incredible. Presented at the 1964 World Fair, now the Walt Disney World. In 1993, renovation replaced Allen with Gene Shepard as the voice of the father, but then was given as a cameo as the grandfather in the final scene. Okay. Allen provided a voiceover for the 1973 Hanna-Barbera animated film Charlotte Web, CHARLOTTE Web, who was also a voice behind Purina Dog Chow commercial for many years. After moving from to Sonorita, SONORITA, in Arizona in the early 1990s, he was a valuable voice talent for almost until his death, recording hundreds of national advertising voices and tracks and his favorite studio product and sound. So he had his own studio voiceover and his own house, I believe, just like I do right now too. I got a voiceover studio with 2 software that I can do magic. I can do the software that I have. I can do male, female, and kid-alike voices. And the only thing I need is a script, a well-written script. I convert it into voices like kid, woman, man, for 30-second commercial into a half an hour too, I believe, with the ability to merge it two audio file into one and put the music track on this. That's how well the technology has become. This handicap is able to do that. I didn't imagine this would happen to me too. Okay, so it's not my own voice over, but I can do a voice over with the computer software. And that's magic for me too. Sometimes I use my own voice because I would like to use my own voice. But sometimes my voice is not good to do anything like that. I hope you understand me. Okay, the death of Alice, Roy Allen, and he died on December 17, 1999, like I said, in Tucson, Arizona. He had collapsed on his driveway after suffering a heart attack and was accidentally run over by his caregiver. Man, after half a heart attack, somebody ran over him. He was cremated and his ashes were carried all over the railroad park in Waco, Arizona. Amazing. Legacy. For the contribution of the motion picture industry of America. Allen was given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame at 6821 Hollywood Boulevard. In 1983, he was introduced to the Western Performers Hall of Fame at the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. In 1989, his life story was told in a book, Red Allen, My Life Sunrise to Sunset. And the Arizona Cowboy, written by Paula Simpson, with WITT and Snuff Garrett, SNUFF GARRET, Liberty. Red Allen and the Arizona Cowboy Museum at the Waco Cowboy Hall of Fame, Waco Fisher Allen collection of memorabilia, including photo, movie poster, cowboy outfits, Waco musical instruments, etc. He cremated, as I said, in the Railroad Park across his museum. Allen was a cousin of the Gunsmoke cast member Glenn Strange, who played the bartender Sam Noan, Noonan. His son, Alex Jr., is a singer also, and I hope he will be like his father. Okay, here we go with Dick Grafton, or the death that he did in U.S. 1956, Under the Western Sky. 1958, Mr. Cowboy. 1960, Red Allen Sing. 1961, Say One For Me. 1961 again, System Golden Hit. 1962, Faithful Man. In 62 again, Sing and Tell the Golden West. 1964, Western Ballads. 1968, Smooth Country Sound, Red Allen. 1970, Touch of God's Hand. Touch of God's Hand. Very good title, I like it. I love it. 1973, Bonnie Nee, Heavy Legend, Cowboy Song again. 1973, Bonnie Need, Heavy Legend, Cowboy Song. 1980, Love Gone Cold. Love Gone Cold. And that was in 1980. Let me go here. Okay, let's go here now with singles. Excuse me for that. But sometimes I ate something a little while ago. It doesn't do good in my stomach. In 1949, I'm free. 1951, The Robin Kind. And I love that song. 1951, Power in the Treetop. 1953, Crying in the Chapel. 1961, Marine, Let Go. 1962, Don't Go Near the Indian. 1962 again, Don't Go Near the Indian. 1964, Tear After Tears. 1968, Tiny Bubbles. Okay, and here we go with all the movies and TV shows that he did back then. The Arizona Cowboy, 1950, starring himself. Okay, Hill of Oklahoma himself, got himself again. Redwood Forest Trail, 1950 again, on the Domestic Alley Star, 1950 himself again, as Aka Mike Yoda. Trail of Robin Hood, 1950, and himself. Silver City Bonanza, 1951, as himself. Tony in God Country, okay, 1951, himself. Rodeo King, Sonorita, 1951 himself. Youth and Wagon Train, 1951 himself again. Colorado Sundown, 1952 himself. The Last Musketeer, 1952 himself. Brother Saddle Meat, 1952 himself. I Dream of Jeannie, 1952 as Mr. Tumble. Oklahoma Plain, 1952 himself. South Pacific Trail, South Pacific Trail, 1952 as himself. All Overland 12, 1953. Iron Mountain 12, 1953. Sweetheart Parade in 1953. He did the character Jim Riley, singing voice, uncredited. Down Laredo Way himself. Shadow of Tom Stone. Again, Shadow of Tom Stone in 1953 himself. Red River Shore, 1953 himself again. Bottom Stallion, 1954 himself. The Wetback Hunt, that was spelled WETBACKHOUND. The Wetback, 1957 short as a voiceover. The Hunt that started, he was a raccoon. There was 1960 as a voiceover. For the Love of Mike, 1960 himself. Tomboy and the Champ, 1961. I think I saw the movie, Tomboy and the Champ. The Legend of Lobo as a voiceover. And then he did Yellowstone Cup. Again, Yellowstone Cup, excuse me for that. CUBS. 1963 as a voiceover. Then Quavo Johnny, 1963 as a voiceover. Swamp Country, 1965. And he did the character as Sheriff Jim Turner. Juan Apalosa, Juan, as a voiceover. Sally Lonesome, Cool, as a voiceover. Charlotte Webb, as a voiceover. Starbird and Sweet William, as a voiceover. Vanishing Wilderness or Wilderness. Yeah, or Wilderness. I had to spell this one for you. Vanishing, WILDENESS. 1974 documentary as a voiceover. The Secret the secret of Navajo Cave. The secret of Navajo Cave. That was in 1976 as a voiceover. And I think that's the last thing she did. Okay, guys, so with that, I have finished my podcast. Sometimes that happened to me. Something got caught in my throat. But like I said, this is the best that I could do. I'm sorry about that. But I have to drink water for that. And I don't have no more. That's about it. Okay. So, with that, I would like to close this up. About Red Island, the voice of the West. The voice of the West. Okay, like always, I would like to ask you to pray for yourself. Pray for your family. Pray for your neighbor. Your neighbor could be your next relative right beside you, and you too. They are your relative. You have to treat them like they do. But yeah, because in case of emergency or anything like that, they're going to be there for you and you for them. That's the truth about it. Pray there will be no more wars, no more pandemic, no more corruption, no more nothing like that. Because you, me, we don't need anything like that anymore. We need to live in peace and happiness, and that's what I wanted. That's what I wish that happened. I think everybody would wish that. You know? Anyway, I hope you like this podcast. I hope you understand every word of it. Because it's important to me that you do. Also, please subscribe and like. Subscribe and like to my channel. I will appreciate it a lot. I need more, and I like subscribers. I need more subscribers. That's what I need. Like, you want to give it a like, that's okay. That's okay. But more subscribers, that's what I need. The most for the YouTube to start paying me a little bit. It ain't gonna be much, but it's gonna be. Okay. So thank you very much for listening to me. How many you have, if you have a business, a product that you would like me to announce on my podcast almost every night, just let me know. Write me an email at obmoving@yahoo.com. obmoving@yahoo.com. I will be happy to do it for you for a small charge. It's not going to be too much either. Okay, so God bless you, and I see you next time on Holy Radio Podcast or on Pimpoli YouTube. Thank you. Bye-bye.